Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe. We have been doing the meanings of Vishnu Sahasranama. Till now, I explained the meaning of the Dhyan mantras, the Dhyan shlokas. I have made videos on the Nyasa also. Now, we will get into the actual names, the 1,000 names of Vishnu. As we know, this was given by Bhishma Pitamaha to Yudhishthir. And when this was being given, Bhagavan Shri Krishna was also present there. Vishnu Sahasranam has 1,000 names which describe the name, the qualities of Bhagwan. But I wanted to bring out the nectar from these names. I wanted to make it filled with the joy of the beautiful form of Krishna. I meditated on this. Before recording to this video, I went into deep meditation for 2-3 days, because when I was reading the names, it starts from Om Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaro, Bhut Bhave Bhavat Prabhu. The names seemed too dry to me. As we call it Neeras, in Hindi we call it Neeras. They seem too dry. I wanted them to be filled with some joy. So then I meditated on Bhishma Pitamaha, and I meditated on the scene where Bhishma Pitamaha is giving these names and Bhagavan Sri Krishna is standing in front of him. Bhishma Pitamaha, when he left his body, he spoke the Bhishma Stuti. It is given in Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. And in that Stuti, Bhishma Pitamaha was a warrior and he was a great devotee of Lord. And he wanted the Lord to fight with him. He wanted Krishna to fight with him. And that's why we say that he took the party of the Kauravas, because then he can be face to face with Krishna and fight. And Krishna, even though he had taken the vow that he will not take up any weapon, but he secretly knew the desire of Bhishma Pitamaha, and that's why Krishna took the form, took the weapon, took the chakra in his hand to kill Bhishma. So this beautiful leela between Krishna and Bhishma happened at the war. We all know it. After that, Bhishma Pitamaha was on the bed of arrow. He loved Krishna and Krishna loved him. It's the feeling between the devotee and God. So Krishna was standing there and he is giving Vishnu Sahasranam, and I meditated on the whole thing. And then in that Bhishma Stuti, in the prayers of Bhishma before he left his body, in those 9 shlokas comes shloka number 40. It comes in Canto 1, chapter 9, prayers of Bhishma. And in that shloka number 40 specifically, Bhishma is mentioning about gopis. That means Bhishma knew what gopi bhav is, the mood of the gopis. Bhishma probably also practiced the mood of the gopis. Because if you have not felt it, how will you speak it? And he has spoken that. I am just taking that particular shloka to get into the bhava, to get into that ecstasy. If we get the blessings of the gopis, if we get the blessings of Radharani, if we get the blessings of Sri Krishna and Sri Bhishma Pitamaha, then explaining Vishnu Sahasranam will become easy. It will not be dry, it will be filled with some rasa, some joy. So I will first take that shloka and then we will begin the explanation. He Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Lalita Gati Vilas Valguhas Pranaya Nirakshana Kalpitorumana Kritamanukrit Vatya Unmadandha Prakriti Magana Kila Yasya Gopavadhava. Bhishma Pitamaha says, let my mind be fixed upon that Shri Krishna, who's beautiful, whose gait, whose walks, whose motions, and whose smiles attracted the gopis of Vrajadham. The gopis were so involved with Krishna that they imitated the characteristics movements of the Lord after his disappearance from the rasa. So just imagine Bhishma Pitama is lying on the bed of arrows, and Krishna is in front of him, and he is saying this shloka. That means he is seeing himself in the arena of Ras dance, and he is seeing the gopis enacting, because this happened, enacting Krishna's activities. That means Sri Bhishma Pitamaha, who is known to be as a big warrior, also knew this mellow of Shringar, of Madhurya Bhav, of Gopi Bhav. We bow down to such a great, valiant warrior as well as a great devotee, Bhishma Pitamaha, and let Bhagavan Krishna and all the gopis and Srimati Radharani allow the nectar to flow through these names of Vishnu Sahasranama. So I'm starting with that, and I'm praying that in the end also I want to end with this Gopi Bhav. We start with Gopi Bhav and we end with Gopi Bhav, the feelings of the gopis, and we relish these names in the form of Krishna. All right. The first shloka starts Om Vishwam Vishnurva Shatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Bhrudbhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. The first akshar is Om, and then second is Vishwam. I said akshar, Om. Akshar means word also, but akshar means something that will never go away. It is always going to be there. That never exhausts. It's always going to be there. So the first word that is given is Om Vishwam. You will see that the thousand names, it will start with Nirakar. That means the omniscient, formless form of God, formless form of Vishnu, where Bhagwan is described with the mantra called Omkar. So it starts with that, but it will end up at one word. Just before the ending, he uses one word, and I'm going to use that. It is called, in Shloka number 106, it says, Atma Yoni Swayam Jato Vaikhana Samagayana Devaki Nandana Shrashta Chitisha Papanashanaha. So it starts from Omkar, and towards the end, Bhishma Pitama is saying, Devaki Nandanaha, the son of Devaki. So it starts from Om, Vishwam. Om is omniscient, the sound, the primordial sound. Vishwam, this universe. Vishnu, the one pervading everywhere. It starts from there, where, and Vishnu is also the four-handed form. It starts from there, and towards the end, Bhishma Pitama is bringing his attention towards Devaki Nandan standing in front of him, the son of Devaki. Krishna incarnated in the form. So it starts from formless but comes to a form of Krishna. So we will keep that mood intact in today's video. So it starts with Om, Vishwam, Om. What is Om? In Gita, Bhagavan says, Om iti ekaksharam Brahma. Om is just that single syllable, but it is Brahma. It is spread everywhere. What is Brahma? I'll take some shloka from Mandukya Upanishad to explain Om. Pranavo ya param Brahma, Pranavascha parasmritaha, Apurvo anantaro bhayo, Anapara pranavo avyayaha. Om is called Pranav. It is Apar Brahma and it is Param Brahma. Brahma is that energy, that super conscious energy, which has spread everywhere and created all the living and the non-living beings. It is unique. It is extraordinary. It is in everything. Before it, it is the beginning. It is spread everywhere, and when everything is gone, it is still going to be there. So Om, when we say Omkar, Omkar directly relates to Brahma Tattva. So for example, I'll explain Brahma Tattva. We say Kham Brahma, Vayu Brahma. This space is Brahma. This space is outside and it is inside us also. Everywhere, every place, wherever there is something emptiness, it's filled with space. Ether. Ether is Brahma. Air. Air is outside us, air is inside us. It is Brahma. Water, it's outside us. Water is inside us. It is Brahma. So wherever you see, this is there. Brahma Tattva is there. So that Brahma Tattva is started from where? Started from the word Om. Omkar. So Om is Brahma. So we are starting Om Vishwam. So Brahma is one which has spread everywhere. It is the Parabrahma. It is that cosmic energy which is manifested everywhere. And then it was the beginning, it is in the middle, it is in the end. Even after the whole universe is gone, it will still remain. So that is Brahma. And then in Mandukya Upanishad, it goes on. Sarvasva pranamo yadi madhyamanantas tathaiva cha evam hi pranamam gyatva vyashnute tadanantaram. Those who know this secret, that pranava, om, is everything. And if somebody meditates on this om, they will enter into this om, into this feeling. Pranamam hi ishwaram vidyata sarvasya hridaye sthitam. And this pranav, which is spread everywhere, is concentrated in the hearts of every living being. This pranav, this omkar, which is the Brahma, it is spread everywhere, and inside the living beings, it is concentrated in their hearts. In Gita, Bhagavan says, where is Ishwar? He says Ishwar lives inside the heart of every living entity. And then at one point he says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannavishto matta smritirgyana pohanam cha. Every heart, I am the one living. So now we go on relating. Okay, Mandukya Upanishad, it says, okay, Pranav is in the hearts of every living entity. Pranav is Brahma. And Bhagavan also says, Ishwar lives in everybody's heart. And then Bhagavan says, I am the one living in everybody's heart. Sarvasya Hridi cha aham. Aham sannavishto. I live. So now you equate A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Therefore, A is equal to C. Om is equal to Brahma. Brahma is living in the heart of every living entity. And Bhagavan is living in the heart of every living entity. So Om is equal to Brahma is equal to Krishna. As per Mandukya Upanishad and Gita. We come to the conclusion. So, Sarva Vyapi, it goes on saying, Pranamam hi Ishwaram Vidyat. Pranav lives in the heart of the devotees. And Bhagavan says, Sarvasya Chaham Vidhi Sannavishto. In everybody's heart, I am the one living. Pranamam hi Ishwaram Vidyat. Sarvasya Hridaye Sitam. Sarva Vyapinam Omkaram. Matvadhiro na shochati. So those who are patient, those who are meditating, those who know this, now they don't get restless. Oh, the same God is outside, the same Krishna is inside. The same Krishna is Omkar, the same Krishna is inside. The same Krishna is Vishnu, same Krishna is outside. Outside and inside. So their minds now get settled. Amatro anantamatrascha dvaitash yo apashama shiva. Omkaro vidito yena sa munirneta rojanaha. This Brahma Tattva, this Omkar is all pervading. It is everywhere. And those who know this Omkar, they are the Munis or they are the sages. Nobody else is. So knowing Omkar means we equated Om is equal to Brahma, Brahma is equal to Krishna. So knowing Omkar means knowing Krishna. Whom is he saying? Bhishma Pitama. He's saying it to Krishna right in front of him. I told you, he'll start from here and then he ends up at Devaki Nandan. So when we read like this in between the lines, then we come to the conclusion, oh, that Nirakar, oh, that omniscient, he incarnated as Krishna. Alright, let's go. But let's focus now. Om Vishwam. He is Vishwam. Vishwam means, Vish means to enter. That that which enters into everything. He is Virat Purusha. So this Om Vishwam is the pointing to the cosmic form, the universal form of Bhagwan, from which the universe has come out, and the universe is in that form. He is called as Virat Purusha. Sa eva sarva bhutatma vishwarupo yato avyayah. So Vishwam means it comes from the root vish. Vish means to enter. So the same Brahma has entered into everything, and this Vishwa is called the universe. That universe, he has entered into each and everything of the universe, and the universe rests in him. So Om Vishwam, Om is equal to Vishwam. Vishwam means the universe. So that same Brahma Tattva has become now the universe. So Om Vishwam Vishnurva Shatkaro, and the same Brahma has become as Vishnu. Vishnu means that which is pervading everywhere. The nature of pervasiveness is Vishnu. Ishavasya idam sarvam. Everything is him. He is Vishnu. So now Om, the same Nirakar Brahma, has become Vishnu. He is the universe. He is all pervasive. And in Gita, Bhagavan says, we should hear some slokas from Gita also. Again, to equate the same thing. So Om, he says, Om is Brahma and Brahma is Vishnu. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yadatayo Vitaraga Ya Ichanti Brahmacharya Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshye. He says that one akshar means Brahma, that which is infallible. That one infallible thing that all the Vedas are pointing out, all those who know the Vedas know, all those who are meditating day in and day out, cutting off all their attachments, they are meditating on it. Those who are practicing brahmacharya, that pad I am going to tell you. Bhagavan says that in Gita. And Bhagavan says that pad is Pranava, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. In all the Veda, that pada is known as Pranava. It comes out from Pranava. In Shrutis it is said, Om Tad Brahma, Om Tad Vayuhu, Om Tad Atma, Om Tad Satyam, Om Tad Sarvam. That Pranava, that Om is Brahma, that Om is air, that Om is Atma. Atma means soul. That Om is the only truth. That Om is everything. Same thing Bhagavan says. That Om, who is that? He says, Maharshinam Bhriguraham Giramasmi Ekam Aksharam. He says, I am Bhrigu and I am that Vani, that speech, that sound. I am that Pranav. So, that Brahmakshar, that Pranav, which has spread everywhere, which is maintaining everything. In Gita, Bhagavan says, that final thing, who is that? It's me. It has been spoken in the Vedas. The Vedas know me. The Vedas are talking about me. That's me. So when we are hearing these names, Om, Vishwam, Vishnu, even though our mind may say, oh, this is Nirakar, omniscient form, but we should know, Gita Bhagavan has made it very clear. That is him himself. Bhagavan says, Raso aham apsus kaunteya, prabha asmi sashi suryaha, pranavaha sarva vedeshu. I am that pranav in all the Vedas. I am the light of the sun and the moon. I am the taste of the water. I am Shabda, I am the word. I am the ether. I am everything. So we should know, even though we are talking about the omniscient Om Vishwam Vishnu, but what is it pointing to? It is pointing to Krishna. In Gita, Bhagavan says, this Brahma is indicated by three words: Om Tat Sat. Om, that is the truth. Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshe Brahman tadvidha smitaha. So anybody who's doing their whatever puja or worship they are doing, if they know this truth, Om Tat Sat, Om, that is the ultimate reality. And what is ultimate reality? Even though we are reading the names, we say Om, Vishwam, that Virat Purush, that cosmic form. Yes, in that cosmic form, that Tattva is gotten inside. It is maintaining everything. Who is that Vishnu? That Vishnu is Krishna, who is standing in front of Bhishma Pitamaha. And Bhishma Pitamaha is saying these 1,000 names. So, Om Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro. Now we go to the next word, Vashat. Vashat is mantra. When we are doing the fire sacrifice, Yagya Homam, in that we use this mantra called Vashat. There are different mantras used. Sometimes we say Swaha, sometimes we say Swadha, sometimes Hum, sometimes Fat, sometimes Vashat, sometimes Vashat. Swaha mantras are usually used to please the Devatas, the celestial beings. Swadha is used to please the ancestors. Hum and Fat are basically used to protect ourselves, and even Vashat for that matter. Vashat are special mantras which are used where it implies that we are surrendering our mind. We are let it be subdued, let it be controlled by Bhagwan himself. So Vashat means let me be in Vash. Vash means to be controlled. To be controlled. Let me be in Vash of Bhagwan. Let me be controlled by Bhagwan. So Vashatkaro, all those yagyas that are done with the mantra Vashat, etc., they are all him only. So Om Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro, the one that is indicated by Omkar, the one that is indicated, that is entered into this universe, the one that is Vishnu, which is all pervading, the one that is worshipped by the mantras called Vashatkaro, we bow down to him. And Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat means the one who is beyond time, who was in the Bhut means past, who was in the past. Bhavat means whatever is happening, who is in the present, and Bhavya means Bhavishya, means in future, whoever is in the future. So, and who is the Prabhu? Prabhu means the Lord, Prabhu means the master. So, the master of the past, the present, and the future, we bow down to him. He is beyond time, we bow down to him. Bhutakrit, Bhutabhrit Bhavo. He is the one who has created all the Bhuta. Bhuta means the five great elements, and from the five great elements, this entire universe is created, and in that universe, the living and the non-living beings are created. All of them are created by these five great elements: earth, water, fire, ether, air, etc. So, our body, we are created by these five things, and whatever is outside is created by the five things. So, the one who created this is called Bhutkrit. He assumes the Rajoguna mode of passion, and he assumes the Tamoguna mode of ignorance. And in that gunas, in those modes, he is creating everything and is destroying everything. So that person who is the creator and the destroyer is Bhutakrit. The next word is Bhutabhrit. Bhutabhrit means the one who is maintaining, who is nurturing all the bhutas, all the living beings and the non-living beings too. So the one who is nurturing and nourishing all the living beings is called Bhutabrita. In Gita he says, I am the light of the sun, I am the fertility in the earth, I am the growth in the plants, I am nourishment in the food, heat, etc. In chapter 15 he has said that. That is what it is. So Bhutabrita. So the one who is nourishing and nurturing every living being is called Bhutabrita. And Bhavaha, Bhavati iti Bhava, the one who becomes. So he himself has become the movable and the immovable things. He is pure existence. He existed all the time. Whether there is something moving or non moving, doesn't matter. He is always there. So Bhava means the one who is existing everywhere. So Bhutakrita Bhutabriyat Bhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. He is the Atma, he is the soul of every Bhuta. Bhut means us living being. He is the soul of every living being. Bhutatma. And Bhut Bhavanaha. He is the one who is creating multiple creatures. He is the cause for birth and responsible for the growth of all living beings. So we bow down to that Vishnu, that Lord, thousand names, qualities have been described. Who is Om, who is indicated by the letter Om, who is the universe, who is all pervading as Vishnu, who is worshipped by the mantras called Vashat, who is in the present, who was in the past, who will be in the future, who is a lord of everything, who he is a lord of time also. He Bhutakrita, Bhutabrita, he has assumed qualities like Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun, and he has created all the living beings and the non-living beings, and from him come out multiple universes. So we bow down to him. Now we go to the second verses. भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमो गतिः अव्यय पुरुष साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञो अक्षर एव च. Now Bhutatma means the one who is extremely pure essence. So before that we told him, he is Bhutatma, he is Bhutkrit, Bhutabrit, and we told that yes, he has assumed these three qualities of nature: mode of goodness, mode of ignorance, and mode of passion, and he's creating and is destroying. But if we talk like that, that means if somebody is destroying, means is he pure? Somebody is creating all these living beings, is he pure? Well, he is always pure. That is what the word Bhutatma indicates. Under all circumstances, he is pure. He cannot be affected by any of these modes of material nature, um, nor intellect, nor emotions of the mind. He is always immaculate, and he is Bhutatma. And he is Paramatma. Paramatma means he is the super soul in everything. So I am Jivatma. I am a living being. I have my own soul. I am living in this body. But in my body there is also Paramatma. So the Upanishads give a analogy like there is a tree, and in that tree there are two birds. One bird is always enjoying, the other bird is always like a witness. That witness bird is the super soul, and the bird which is enjoying is the soul of the living being. We eat, we do so much karmas, and we are suffering, but we are not looking at that bird, Paramatma, the super soul, who is always with us, who is always trying to guide us, but we don't look. So in this heart, there are two birds always, the Atma and the Paramatma. Atma means soul, us. Paramatma means the super soul. So as Atma, my Atma is in my body, your Atma is in your body. You have certain nature, you have acquired certain nature, and accordingly you are behaving. I have acquired a certain nature, and accordingly I am behaving. But Bhagavan is beyond natures. He is just witnessing. That's all. So he's called Paramatma, means the super soul. Cha Muktanam Paramagati. He is the ultimate destination, the final goal for all the liberated souls, or those who are desirous of liberation. They should only seek him. He is the final goal. Muktanam Paramagati. In Gita, he says that Yad Gatva na nivartante tad dhamam paramam mama. Those who worship him, they go to his abode, and once you have reached his abode, you will not have to come back to this world which is full of dukha, dukhalayam, this which is full of grief, anxiety, sorrows. So yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramamama. Those who worship him go to his abode, which is a very sacred place. Mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Those who have achieved him, they don't have to take a rebirth. So the goal of life is to leave this body thinking of Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. If you do that, you go to his abode, you don't have to come back. So Muktanam Paramagati, those who are desirous of liberation. What is liberation? Liberation from this never ending cycle of birth and death. Those who are desirous of that, they must always think of Bhagavan. Bhagavan has 1,000 names, and those 1,000 names are this Vishnu Sahasranama. And if you do not know these 1,000 names, just say Krishna. So, anyways, so Muktanam Paramagati means the final destination of all those who are desirous of liberation or all those who are liberated. The next comes Avyayah, Muktanam Paramagati, Avyaya, Purusa, Shakshi. Avyaya means the one who is beyond destruction, he cannot be destroyed at all. This universe may be destroyed, but he is going to always remain. That is Avyayah, and he is Purushaha. Purusha means the one who dwells in this city of 9 doors. Puri Shete iti Purushaha. Navdware Pure Dehi in Gita Bhagavan says. So this city with 9 doors, 2 eyes, nostrils, mouth, ears, and organs of um, evacuation. So these are the doors of this city. The one who lives in this city, he is called Purushaha. Not only in this city, who lives in this world is called Purushaha. That which was before all the creatures, Pura Asit Iti Purushaha, that also is Purushaha. So we bow down to him. Avyaya Purusha Shakshi, he is the witness of everything. And then comes Kshetragno Akshar Evacha, he is Kshetragna. Kshetragna means the owner of this body, the one who knows this body and the experiences of this body. He is called Kshetragnya. And his Akshara means he is indestructible. He is never destroyed. Aksharam Param Brahma, he is Brahma. So we bow down to him. Then comes the stanza 3. Yogo Yoga Vidam Neta Pradhana Purusheshwaraha Narsingha Vapu Shriman Keshava Purushottamaha. This will be the last shloka for now. He is Yoga, the one who is to be known through all the yoga. What is yoga? Yoga means joining with Bhagavan, knowing him. If you do karma yoga means knowing Bhagavan through karma. Whatever you do it without any expectation of any result. Whatever good has come, do your work. You have to work. Okay, you cannot be escapist because I am now a bhakta, so I can escape. No, you have to work with the feeling that everything I'm doing it for the service of Lord, for the happiness of Krishna. So you work for the happiness of Krishna, surrender all the reactions, whatever fall to him. And if he's giving us good things, great. If nothing good is coming out, no problem. Thank you, Bhagwan. So live in the world like this. Whatever you do from your mind, action, and speech, you surrender it to Krishna. Now that is called Karma Yoga. Similarly, you do bhakti, Shravanam, hearing, glorifying Bhagwan, taking these 1,000 names. All this is bhakti. You do it for the happiness of Krishna or Vishnu. Then that is Bhakti Yoga. So Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, or you can approach Bhagwan through analytical science, Sankhya Yoga. There are only 2 ways, Karma Yoginam, Sankhya Yoginam, Sankhyanam. So those who are doing their karma or bhakti to please God, they can approach God through that yoga, and those who are doing through Jnana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, they can also approach God through their Sankhya. So yoga means the way you approach God is called yoga. And in Gita, Bhagavan just gives one word, Samatvam Yogam Uchyate Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yogam Uchyate. In Gita, Bhagavan says, whatever you do, keep your mind fixed on me. And all the attachments, you cut it off. Whether you are getting good results or whether you're getting bad results, just forget about all of that. Just do your work and keep your mind fixed on me. So this body is working, but your mind fixed on me. Whether the good results are coming, whether the bad results are coming, do not think of it. Samatvam yoga michyate. Always be equipoised, always be balanced, always be centered, always be focused. That is called yoga. Samatvam go. That moments of equanimity and mental quietness is called yoga. So he is experienced through yoga. That's why he's known as yoga. And yoga vidam neta. He is the one who guides all those people who are practicing this kind of yoga, those yoga with those who know yoga. He guides them. In Gita, he says, Ananya yaschintayanto mam ye jana pariupasate tesha nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamiham. Those who are worshipping me with undivided attention, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, unalloyed devotion. Like they are not going here and there, they only trust me and worship me. I am the one who takes care of them. Yogakshemam Vahamiham. I give them everything that they want and I will take them, I deliver them from this world hereafter. So I take care of their daily welfare and spiritual progress. I am responsible for those who contemplate upon me with total dedication. So, yoga vidam neta pradhana purusheshwaraha. Yoga vidam neta is the one who guides us and who takes us. Those who are dedicated in yoga, he takes care of them. And then he is pradhana purusheshwara, means he is the lord of both pradhan and purusha. Pradhan means all the maya, the illusory energy, and purusha means all the living beings. He is the Ishvara, means controller. He is the controller of whatever you see. Narsingha Vapu, he has a form of Narsingha. Narsingha means the incarnation where he came half lion and half human form. And he killed Hiranyakashipu and blessed Prahlad. Shriman, he is Shriman. Shriman means who has Lakshmi always with him. Lakshmi is always in his heart. And he is Keshava Purushottamaha. Keshava means who has beautiful curly locks of hair. One meaning is that he who has beautiful curly locks of hair, and another meaning is he who killed the Keshi demon. Keshava Purushottamaha. He is the Purush means the one who is living in everybody. He is the most Purushottama. He is the best of all the Purushaha. He is the transcendental truth indicated by the term Supreme Purusha. So Purushottam means the Supreme Purusha or the Supreme Personality of Godhead is called Purushottama. Now we started with Gopi Bhav. I will end up now with a Gopi Bhav only because there is a beautiful name that came here. It is called Keshavaha. And the moment we started with, see, remember, we started with Om, Vishwam, Vishnu, Vashatkaro, all of that was Nirakar. But here now we are getting that word Keshavaha. Keshava means the one who has beautiful locks and who killed the Keshi demon. Who was that? That was Lord Krishna. So let's remember Lord Krishna in one very beautiful verse that comes in Damodar Ashtakam, and then we'll end it up. Idam te mukhambojam matyanta neelair vritam kuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopya muhuschumbitam bimba raktadharam me manasya alam lakshlabhai. We remember that beautiful Keshava who has curly hair on his face. O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of beautiful hair, tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. So, this is the meaning of Keshava, means the one with beautiful golden, beautiful curly locks of hair covering his beautiful bluish face, and he looks very very cute because his cheeks are red because his mother has kissed him, and he's already bluish in color. So with all those reddish tinges here, he's looking even more beautiful, and that is why he is also called as Shyama Sundar. So with this we end now, and we will learn some more beautiful meanings in the next shlokas in next video. Till then, Radhe Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna.